What happens after we die? This is a question that echoes through the corridors of time, whispered by countless generations who have come before us. It is a question that lingers in the air, heavy and profound, every time we stand in the presence of loss or contemplate the inevitable fate that awaits us all. It's a question that has haunted humanity since the dawn of consciousness. From the earliest days, when our ancestors first became aware of their own mortality, this mystery has shaped our fears, our hopes, and our stories. The sight of ancient tombstones, weathered by centuries, reminds us that this question is as old as civilization itself. We gaze into the night sky, searching for answers among the stars. The vastness above us seems to promise secrets, perhaps even a glimpse of what lies beyond. For millennia, people have looked upward, wondering if the souls of the departed travel among the constellations, or if the universe itself holds the key to our ultimate fate. We whisper to the void, hoping for a sign, a whisper, anything to pierce the veil of mystery. In moments of solitude, we reach out with our thoughts and our hearts, yearning for some reassurance that death is not the end, that there is something more waiting for us on the other side. But the answer remains elusive, shrouded in silence. Or is it? The silence of the graveyard is not just the absence of sound, but the presence of a profound mystery. It is as if the world itself is holding its breath, waiting for a revelation that never quite arrives. Throughout history, cultures have attempted to answer this question. From the grandest temples to the humblest shrines, from sacred texts to whispered legends, humanity has sought to make sense of death and what may follow. Every civilization, no matter how distant or different, has developed its own beliefs about the afterlife. They've crafted elaborate myths, rituals, and beliefs. Some imagine a paradise, others a cycle of rebirth, and still others, a shadowy realm of spirits. Through rituals and ceremonies, we try to bridge the gap between the living and the dead, to honor those who have gone before and to find comfort for ourselves. But the truth, like the departed themselves, remains just out of reach. No matter how many stories we tell or rituals we perform, the ultimate answer slips through our fingers, as insubstantial as the morning mist. We reach out, hoping to touch something real, but find only echoes and shadows. Join me now, as we journey into the heart of this enigma and explore the question that binds us all. What are the dead doing now? Together, we will sift through history, belief, and mystery, seeking not just answers, but understanding. For in asking this question, we may discover not only what lies beyond, but what it truly means to be alive. We are taught that death is the end, a finality, a closing curtain on the stage of life. Our bodies return to the earth, our minds dissolve into nothingness. But what if this perception is flawed? What if the silence we perceive is merely an illusion, a trick of our limited senses? Across the globe, people report encounters with the departed, unexplained phenomena, chilling whispers, and fleeting glimpses of familiar faces. These stories, often dismissed as hallucinations or wishful thinking, challenge our understanding of life and death. Could there be more to the afterlife than we've been led to believe? Ancient scriptures offer a different perspective. The Bible, for instance, often refers to death as a sleep, a temporary state of rest before a final awakening. This imagery suggests that death, rather than being an end, might be a transition to a different state of being. This concept of soul sleep raises intriguing questions. If the dead are merely sleeping, could they be awakened? And what happens to their consciousness during this period of slumber? Does it linger, observing, waiting for the final call? Consider for a moment the story of Mrs. Emily Carter, a woman whose life was forever changed by an experience that defied explanation. Emily had always been a practical person, grounded in reality, never one to believe in the supernatural or tales of the afterlife. Yet, what happened to her in the days following her husband's sudden passing would challenge everything she thought she knew. It was just a few days after she had said her final goodbye to her beloved husband, John. The house felt emptier than ever, every creak and sigh of the old walls a painful reminder of his absence. One night, as Emily lay in bed, struggling to find sleep, she was suddenly awakened by an inexplicable sensation, a presence in the room that felt both foreign and deeply familiar. As she reached out instinctively to the empty side of the bed, her hand pressed into the mattress, and she felt a gentle warmth, a subtle weight that seemed to press back. It was as if someone was lying there beside her, occupying the space that had been empty since John's passing. The indentation on the mattress was unmistakable, mirroring the way her husband used to sleep. A wave of comfort washed over her, soothing the ache in her heart. For the first time since John's death, Emily felt a sense of peace, a gentle reassurance that she was not alone. She turned her head, half expecting to find only emptiness, but instead she saw him, her husband, as real and solid as he had ever been. He wasn't a ghostly apparition, not a shadow or a trick of the light, but a solid, comforting presence. The room seemed to glow with a soft golden light, wrapping them both in a cocoon of warmth and safety. John sat at the edge of the bed, his posture relaxed, his presence radiating calm and reassurance. He smiled at her, his eyes filled with the same love and warmth she had known for decades. There was no fear, no sense of dread, only the overwhelming feeling of being loved and protected. In that moment, all the pain and sorrow of the past days seemed to melt away, replaced by a profound sense of connection. And then, as quickly as he had appeared, he was gone. The bed was empty once more, the room silent except for the sound of Emily's own breathing. She sat up, her heart pounding, unsure if what she had experienced was real or just a vivid dream. The spot where John had been was now empty, but the warmth lingered, as if he had left a part of himself behind. In the quiet morning light, Emily sat on the edge of her bed, her hand pressed to her heart. She replayed the experience over and over in her mind, searching for answers. There had been no chilling touch, no mournful farewell, just a fleeting, beautiful moment of connection that left her questioning everything she thought she knew about life, death, and the mysterious bonds that tie us to those we love, even beyond the veil. Section 5. Whispers from the Other Side. Spirit, demon, or dream. This is a question that has haunted humanity for centuries, echoing through the ages in hushed tones and midnight conversations. When the veil between worlds seems thin and the air grows heavy with the unknown, we find ourselves wondering what truly lies beyond the edge of our perception. Are the whispers we hear in the darkness messages from another realm, or simply the echoes of our own restless minds? You know, Emily's experience, while extraordinary, is not unique. In fact, stories like hers have been passed down through generations, whispered around campfires and shared in the quiet moments before sleep. People from all walks of life, from every corner of the globe, have reported encounters that defy explanation, moments that leave them questioning the very fabric of reality. Actually, countless individuals report similar encounters, each one more baffling than the last. Some describe fleeting glimpses of figures in the corner of their eye, while others recount vivid dreams that feel more real than waking life. There are those who hear voices calling their name in the silence, or feel a sudden chill as if someone or something has brushed past them. These experiences, though deeply personal, share a common thread, the sense that we are not alone. But what do these experiences really signify? Are they mere tricks of the mind, the result of stress, grief, or an overactive imagination? Or do they point to something far greater, a hidden world that exists just beyond our senses, waiting to be discovered? Throughout history, people have sought answers in religion, science, and folklore, each offering their own explanations for the unexplainable. Are they genuine visitations from departed souls, reaching across the divide to offer comfort or maybe deliver messages? Many find solace in the idea that loved ones linger nearby, watching over us and guiding us through difficult times. These encounters can bring peace, closure, and even hope, suggesting that death is not the end but a transformation, a continuation of the soul's journey. Or, well, could they be something more sinister? For every story of comfort, there are tales of terror, encounters that leave people shaken, afraid to close their eyes at night. The unknown can be a source of fear, especially when it wears a familiar face. Demons, perhaps, masquerading as loved ones, exploiting our grief to deceive and mislead us. Some traditions warn that not all spirits have good intentions. They say that malevolent entities can take on comforting forms, preying on our vulnerabilities and feeding on our emotions. The possibility that what we perceive as a loving presence could in fact be something far darker is a chilling thought. The line between comfort and manipulation can be thin, leaving us to grapple with the unsettling possibility that not all is as it seems. In the end, we are left with questions that may never be fully answered. Are these encounters glimpses into another world, warnings from the shadows, or simply dreams born from our deepest hopes and fears? The mystery endures, inviting us to look closer, to listen more carefully, and to decide for ourselves what we truly believe. The Bible itself warns of such deception. In 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14, we are cautioned, and no wonder, for Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. This verse serves as a stark reminder that not all supernatural encounters are benevolent. Some may be carefully orchestrated illusions designed to lure us away from the truth. This warning adds another layer of complexity to our investigation. If some encounters are indeed deceptions, how can we discern the genuine from the counterfeit? How can we be sure we're not being seduced by comforting lies, pulled deeper into a realm of darkness? Perhaps the answer lies not in the realm of the departed, but within ourselves. Grief, a powerful emotion, can manifest in unexpected ways. Could these encounters be manifestations of our own yearning, a desperate attempt by our minds to hold on to what is gone? Our brains are capable of conjuring vivid hallucinations, especially during times of extreme stress or emotional turmoil. Could it be that these visitations, while comforting, are nothing more than elaborate projections of our own subconscious desires? The question of what the dead are doing now remains unanswered. We are left with a tapestry of possibilities, each more intriguing and unsettling than the last. Are they sleeping, awaiting a final awakening? Are they reaching out from beyond the veil, offering comfort and guidance? Or are we merely deceiving ourselves, clinging to fleeting illusions in the face of unimaginable loss? The truth, as always, remains elusive. But by exploring these possibilities, by challenging our assumptions and embracing the unknown, we inch closer to understanding the mysteries that lie beyond the realm of the living. What do you believe? Have you or someone you know experienced something that defies explanation? Share your thoughts, your stories, your theories. Together, we can delve deeper into this enigma and perhaps one day uncover the truth about what awaits us on the other side. The journey continues.